Joining us now is Oakland County Commissioner Kristen Nelson from the 5th District to talk about everything going on in Oakland County at this time. Commissioner, thanks for being with us again.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy Friday, Tyler. I'm happy to be here and talk with you.
Yeah, glad to have you back. So a lot going on right now in Oakland County, and most particularly is the continued high caseload of COVID-19, which is why certain precautions, particularly the school mask mandate, is in place. I know at the last several Board of Commissioners meetings, this has been a big sticking point, particularly in public comment. There have been a number of different people that have come and spoken out about that, and which of course is their right to do so in a public forum. It has been quite boisterous, I'd have to say, but there are a number of other issues that are also being addressed by Oakland County that may be overshadowed by that at this time, with that getting so much news and controversy for so many different reasons behind it. What are some of those other things that are being worked on at this moment by the Board of Commissioners?
Sure, absolutely. Much of Oakland County's priorities still continue to revolve around relief and recovery from the pandemic. We're still working on a variety of different grant programs for our small businesses, mental health and behavioral health organizations. I know that one of the things I want to make sure I bring up today is our rent, mortgage, and utility relief grant program for Oakland County residents who are experiencing hardships caused from the COVID-19 pandemic can apply for rent, mortgage, and utility assistance. So far to date, we've already distributed $7 million out to individuals, and I encourage any individual in Oakland County to check out OC Housing Relief on oakgov.com. The application deadline for this particular rent, mortgage, and utility grant does expire on November 30th. So if you are interested, please visit our website and submit your application on or before November 30th. Additionally, vaccines are very much alive and living in regards to increasing the locations of the vaccine clinics across Oakland County. Not only, obviously, we still have the COVID-19 vaccines available, the booster doses are now available. And as of this week, the COVID-19 vaccine for children 5 to 11. Additionally, at those clinics, individuals can also get the flu shot. While it is definitely encouraged that individuals make appointments, you don't need an appointment. So I encourage individuals to check out oaklandcountyvaccine.com to learn more information about the different vaccine sites across Oakland County.
And then Commissioner Nelson, we've seen across the board in the state of Michigan, across the country, there's been, the last several months, really quite the lull in interest in people getting the vaccines. We're really struggling to continue to up those numbers. They're still going up slowly but surely, but not nearly at the pace that really anybody at any level of government or anyone really in society would like them to be moving at. What is being done in Oakland County to continue to encourage people and inform people about these vaccines so that we can continue the vaccination process and eventually get to that point, or more soonly get to that point where we are able to move on from this crisis and get back to whatever normal is going to be after COVID-19?
Sure. A lot of the efforts are really revolving around right now increasing that education and awareness. First and foremost, it's providing people with information to make your own judgments, encouraging people based upon, research, based upon our health officials and the experts in those areas. I think it's really important that everyone has access to information and the knowledge, and additionally, the locations, the where, how do I get a vaccine? Where are these locations at? So a lot of the efforts right now, as they've been from the very beginning, is to increase awareness on the importance of why vaccines are important, and also too promoting what we can do individually to continue to keep ourselves safe and those around us safe.
We're joined by Kristen Nelson. She is the Oakland County Commissioner from District Number 5, joining us on the MegaCast. And recently, back in July, you had sponsored a resolution in Oakland County that secured about just under $15,000 from Oakland County for road improvements in your district in particular, affecting roads in Orchard Lake, Kego Harbor, and Sylvan Lake. What are some of the ways, now that we're several months past that, from what you've heard from your constituents and from what you've heard from government leaders locally in those municipalities, what are some of the many ways that those dollars were put to use to improve roads in these communities that you represent?
Sure, absolutely. Our local road improvement program is probably one of my favorite grant programs because it really allows our communities to pick and choose the projects are most important within their communities. So they can be simple projects as far as paving roads and doing simple repairs. But what makes this program a little bit different from other road programs with our Oakland County Road Commission is that our communities get to choose what projects they would like to work on. And like I said, it could be various different small projects. This is a matching grant with our local communities. So it really relies heavily on what each community deems as most important as far as those road repairs and fixes within the community.
By Kristen Nelson. She's the Oakland County Commissioner from District Number 5, joining us on the MegaCast. And so recently we had received emergency authorization for both the FDA and the CDC for children ages 5 to 11 to get the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. Of course, it is at 1/3 of the dosage of the adult version of the vaccine that's being provided for people ages 12 years of age and up at this time. In Oakland County, what has been the mobilization for distributing those vaccines to a number of different places across the county so that parents can begin as soon as possible the process of fully vaccinating their younger children against COVID-19?
Sure. Expanding accessibility has been the target. We want to make sure that these clinics that do provide the COVID vaccine are available and easily accessible. So I do know that there's been a significant effort right now with our 5 to 11 COVID vaccines is really utilizing some of the spaces within our schools. And I absolutely love that concept because it is a familiar place for children to go into. And these are common spaces within our community. So as far as where we stand with increasing that accessibility, we really want to make sure that these locations that are chosen for these community clinics are easily accessible and also comforting, familiar places, especially as we look at targeting individuals now 5 to 11 getting those vaccines.
We're joined by Kristen Nelson, Oakland County Commissioner from District Number 5, joining us on the MegaCast. And so in terms of other things available through Oakland County at this time, we want to still increase the engagement with the community as things are starting to reopen throughout the place, but also you want to keep the community connected as best as possible, especially in times like this where we continue to have even more and more over the course of time different topics in a number of different areas that are really dividing our communities. And so those opportunities here include outdoor activities and other activities through the county and other efforts being made by the board as well. What are some of those that are in place in Oakland County to help keep the communities engaged during the time that we're in, but also provide those opportunities in a way that is safe?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to keep it right here for
Letters
just a
from
moment.
different departments.
Oh, there you are. We just lost you very briefly. We have you back now, so go ahead and continue on.
I apologize. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, excellent. I strongly encourage all residents in Oakland County to get involved with the newsletters. You can sign up for a variety of different newsletters from various departments here in Oakland County. And in addition, you can sign up for your commissioner newsletters. So all you simply have to do is if you even just Google, Oakland County Commissioner, you can say Oakland County Commissioner Kristen Nelson newsletter. and it'll pop up in one of the very first searches on Google, or you could always visit oakgov.com and do the search right at the top on our website. But definitely remaining informed of the things that are going on is going to be the easiest by signing up for these newsletters. You can even opt to have texts be sent to you, emails be sent to you, texts sent to you. And I know that more recently, one of the things that we've really tried to increase the efforts on is good old snail mail. There's nothing better than going out to the mailbox and picking up a piece of mail that's just reminding you of the other great resources and services that are available here in Oakland County.
We're joined by Kristen Nelson. She is the Oakland County Commissioner representing District Number 5 here in Oakland County, joining us today on the MegaCast to learn more about what is going on in the Oakland County Board of Commissioners and everything that they're working on. You can visit oakgov.com/BOC. That is also where you can watch their meetings as well as they live stream them on YouTube. And you can find them here on Civic Center TV later on that week. And usually the next day at 1 o'clock following other meeting replays, or in our weekend meeting replay block, beginning in chronological order for the week at 9 a.m. with the Oakland County meeting always being the final meeting in that block. Kristen, during the pandemic, many municipal meetings, and some still continue to this day, to be virtual. In terms of Oakland County, what sort of elements from previously in the pandemic, with your meetings now being back in person, are in place for both commissioners and for the public to be able to participate if they're not able to be on site at this time? And how will those continue to be implemented, or changes maybe made in the future, so that those in the public in particular that may not be able to go all the way over to Pontiac for each of these meetings but want to participate and want to have their voices heard can participate in these board meetings?
That's a great question. So as we made the transition back into person with conducting meetings on site, we have a lot of infrastructure differences in the Board of Commissioners. We've got plexiglass within both of our committee rooms and within our auditorium that safely separate commissioners and those individuals who are sitting around the table deliberating within these meetings. And in addition to, we did have with some of the CARES Act dollars from the last term, we really upgraded a lot of our audio-visual equipment and our software. And what this is allowing for is different kinds of participation, especially within our meetings and our board meetings. Oakland County Board of Commissioner office and auditorium is a masked building. So any employees that do go within the Board of Commissioners auditorium, it is expected that you're wearing a mask and, still practicing maintaining distance as well. As far as the public goes, right now within our auditorium, we have limited the capacity to not have the full amount of individuals within the audience. However, I want to stress, individuals are still able to come out, watch the meeting, give public comment, give their input on a variety of different things. In additional, I know that there has been some concerns with people wanting to look at reverting back to having public comment be available virtually. Unfortunately, right now, given that we are having open meetings in person, public comment is still continuing to take place on site. However, the public can most certainly send and write letters or emails to the Board of Commissioners that will be read in to our public comment and will become public record. So there are still options for individuals who would still like to participate in our board meetings and in our committee meetings. Other than just showing up on those days, they can also submit their concerns and input in writing.
We're joined by Kristen Nelson, Oakland County Commissioner representing District Number 5 here in Oakland County. It includes a number of different places, including Orchard Lake, Sylvan Lake, Kego Harbor, as well as parts of West Bloomfield and Waterford. She joins us on the MegaCast, and we encourage everyone to keep up with what is going on in their local community, and especially at the county level as well, so that they can get involved and have their voices heard. Commissioner Nelson, coming up soon in Oakland County, what are some of the number of topics that are going to be discussed at the board level that may be of interest to people in our communities, that they may want to find more information about themselves or participate in that conversation with their representatives in government?
Sure, that's a really great question. I'm so glad you asked, Tyler, because so in June, on June 17th, Oakland County Board of Commissioners established the Reapportionment Ad Hoc Committee, which is essentially the committee that will determine the commission districts based on the final 2020 census data. Since 2020 was our census year, the apportionment process will take place in all 83 counties. And the purpose of this is to ensure that residents of each county have equal representation on their county board. Presently, right now, as of, I believe it was Monday, there are 4 different proposed maps. They can be found on our Clerk's Register of Deed, oakgov.com. 2021 apportionment, just click on that link and the public will have access and be able to see the 4 proposed maps that will go to the full board for a vote on November 10th. So I highly encourage the public to look at those maps and provide their input on those maps prior to November 10th.
We're joined by Kristen Nelson, Oakland County Board of Commission member from the 5th District, joining us on the MegaCast. Commissioner Nelson, just another couple minutes with you before we'll say goodbye today. Anything else that would be important for our audience to know about the work of the Commission at this moment or time, or other important topics in Oakland County?
Sure. As we lead into 2020, we've got a lot of really great grant programs. We're working on those grant programs right now. We'll start to release them come 2022. So I highly encourage, we're working on projects from looking at some senior impact issues and projects. We're looking at daycare workers and direct care worker grant programs. In addition to, we've got some really cool affordable housing resolutions that are going to be coming forward in 2022. So I highly encourage all residents across Oakland County to stay tuned in, sign up for your new newsletters, and stay in the know, because we have some really amazing, great programs that are going to be coming forward in 2022 to help people across our communities and organizations and our small businesses.
You can learn more information on the Oakland County website, oakgov.com. Learn more about the Board of Commissioners work at oakgov.com/BOC. Commissioner Nelson, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Tyler. Have a great day, everyone.